I've lost everything. Death now is nothing but peace. But before the destructive energy could be unleashed, a thunderous cry shattered the silence. I will not allow it. It was Trunks, standing defiantly before them. No longer the child they once knew, but a man bearing the weight of a heavy legacy, the strongest warrior left on Earth. His eyes burned with determination reminiscent of his father. In that moment, his energy ignited in blazing blue, Super Saiyan Blue. Raising his hand high, he shouted in defiance, "If you want to destroy this planet, then start with me first." The destroyers exchanged mocking glances. One of them chuckled lightly and said, "Huh, how adorable, a child dreaming of standing against kings." Belmont added with a sneer of contempt, "Then let us grant him that honor, to be erased first." Their powers flared brilliantly, preparing to end everything.
Meanwhile, in the world of the void, Goku was screaming in agony, unaware of what was happening outside. Suddenly, he lifted his head. His eyes were weary, his voice hoarse as he muttered, "What is this?" Before his eyes stood Goten, smiling just as he had in that old illusion. He was standing near the mysterious woman. The woman smiled faintly and whispered, "Now I've found the key to change." Then, with a gentle lift of her hand, Goten vanished before Goku's eyes, like ashes scattered by the wind. Goku screamed in hysterical despair, turning toward her with eyes blazing in fury. "What have you done?" She answered with a deathly calm, "You will not see him again. Even the fragment of his soul inside you will no longer remain." Goku fell to his knees, his voice erupting through the empty world. "Goten!" The cry echoed across the void, shaking it violently, the very dimensions trembling under the weight of his rage. His aura suddenly ignited as he roared, ripping apart the silence, and with it a blinding light burst through the entire realm. When it faded, Goku stood in his new form, his energy calm on the surface, yet roaring within like a hidden force that even the void itself feared. He had surpassed his limits, once again. The mysterious woman gave a faint smile, her voice carrying both relief and caution. "The plan worked. This is what I needed you to unleash." Goku turned toward her, his breathing heavy, his body glowing with a different light, and said, "You knew I would do it, didn't you?" She replied quietly, "If you want to see him again, then focus now. Don't let your emotions consume you." Goku slowly closed his eyes, struggling to gather what remained of his concentration. Suddenly, he felt something strange, a distant pulse, a familiar warmth, voices of his friends from another place. He opened his eyes in shock. I can feel them." The woman's tone grew serious. "You've reached a level where you can sense what lies beyond. But beware, if you lose your calm now, the void will devour you forever." Clenching his fist, Goku now understood that every thought, every feeling, could become a weapon against him. The woman spoke again, her voice firmer this time. "I will infuse you with my power. You've reached the point where you can separate the particles of thought from your mind. That means you are close to breaking the barrier of the void, but you'll need more power." Goku was stunned, stepping back in alarm. "Wait, what do you mean? Are you going to sacrifice yourself?" But she did not answer. Closing her eyes slowly, her aura began to radiate with a soft white light, illuminating the entire realm. And in that instant, Goku understood. She had not been training him only, she had been preparing him to take her place. Goku clenched his fists, closed his eyes, and braced himself for what was to come.
Outside, everyone had fallen to the ground. Trunks was on his knees, his face filled with helplessness.
His blue aura could no longer withstand the overwhelming might of the gods of destruction. Belmod gave his final command, and the destructive energies began to gather like an ocean of fire above the planet. Krillin cried out in a broken voice, "If only you were here with us, Goku." Trunks whispered, his eyes fixed on the trembling earth, "Forgive me, Father, and you too, Gohan. I couldn't bear the responsibility of protecting Earth." The colossal energy erupted, yet suddenly, everything stopped. The explosion shattered into glowing dust as if some unknown force had devoured it from within. Silence fell, and astonishment painted every face. No one understood what had happened until the dust cleared and Gohan appeared.